It's time for Louise, the Hoover 6 Interact AAA Whisper 1600, to take on Tide. This is her first time doing foreign detergent, so let's see how she performs and handles it. And you're watching Florence Ballard A3060 on film. Florence Ballard A3060.
Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Florence Ballard A3060 here, and I hope you enjoy what we've got in stock for today's video.
Alright guys, let's get straight in with this. So Louise is here. She hasn't been on the channel for a while. In fact, the last video she did was when she did her first move here. So, for starters, we will throw in a colour on sheet. I've got this one fitted sheet that I've got to add because I bought it yesterday and it needs a wash. So she's going to take on a bigger load. This is part of a feather duster and then just a mixture of towels. So because she's a 6 kilo machine, I wanted to load her properly and have her do a, I don't know, well actually this lot might not actually all fit. Can we get any more in, or is that going to be a risk? Okay, I'll put this one in there because that's cola stained. Yep, okay. There's just about enough room for that up top. Yeah, that one won't go in. Fair enough, that's fine. Now, the Hoover 6 is a bit of an interesting one when it comes to suds. She never normally, yeah. So I do put in a bit more because number one, water hardness, and two, that's a big load. But I'm not putting in the full scoop. And we're using, of course, the Snuggle Super Fresh conditioner. The conditioner dosage is massive in these, as you see. Probably the most amount she's had. Hoover Interact, welcome. Right, I'm going to have the water switched on. She takes a bit of time to load. Hoover Interact, welcome. So I'm going to do that cycle, except because it's a large load, I'm going to enable the 6 kilo wash. And with that, start. So as you know, she takes a bit of time to sort of calibrate herself, but there we are. There we are. Hot water in. So it says 2 hours 21 minutes, but she will drop this down. Love this. I know a lot of people like this machine, so I thought I'd film her before I get to the 9530. Soon getting to 9,000 subscribers too, so got something planned for that, something very special. I'll give more of a teaser later on when we get closer. But I'm also heading to London to see Mum this evening, so I get to see the Miele again. To be fair, the Miele's still got some stuff that needs washing. Yeah. Yeah, so see how that takes time to absorb. So it'll be little pulse fills that we do. Ooh. Yeah, that'll take a while, but 6 kilogram wash will use more water. So it's just tumble while filling. I wish this thing had a jet. Not much water that adds though. Machine is now heating up to 90 degrees. The colour run in there has been caused by a bloody sheet that I had to put in there. I didn't realise that, obviously I bought that sheet from a discount store, so that's probably why it's full of dye. So I managed to take it out before it's ruined everything. Thankfully though, the towels that are actually in here are all scrap towels. They're all towels that I use for the workshop really. They're not, this one here is kind of the only one I use as a bath sheet, so thankfully, yeah, because I really didn't have that many towels to wash and I thought I'd just cobble together what I've got. So yeah, I'll have to just bleach some of those towels, but that's fine. They're about 5 years old and get some new ones. We've got an hour and a half left. I can't tell what temperature we're at because that was only about 35 degrees that. But the smell of Tide is quite strong. I have put a little bit of bleach in there to try and bring some stuff back. So if some stuff doesn't, it gets bleached over, I don't really care. Okay guys, the machine is heated to 90 degrees and I'm sorry that you can't really see in, especially because the black towel's there, but there you go, so the suspension's actually gotten a bit more softer. She doesn't really do large towel washes like this, but she's doing good. Just been playing with one of my new additions that I've got. I've got 2 machines that need to be revealed. One's been revealed for 9,000 subscribers. I just did it on a spin and I literally had all the limescale break off the machine during the spin and it came out like talcum powder. I was like, oh, really hot, awful chalky stuff. But you might see some suds just there. So it's quite difficult to ever get suds with the Hoover on a main wash because we don't use that much water. But I'll have to bleach those towels again, I think. Stupid bloody sheet that was. Yeah, smells good. We've got an hour and 13 left, so yeah, that'll be that. Happy days. Can't really do much now. We will do a cool down though. We're on the cool down now. So it's topped up a bit there. Didn't do much topping up. In fact, there's not really much to show for the draining onto the first spin. This is weird, guys. I never know how to get the line right for this. What's the colour of that bloody purple? That freaking sheet. Right, we're interested to see how this goes. That's got a sudslock like that. There's a ball coming out still. Right, watch out. It's going to be a flash because I'm going to try and get the thumbnail for this. I want to try and get it when the machine spins. In case there is a sudslock. Struggle. I tried to spin up really quick there. I did. I'm surprised there's no sudslock. Wow. That tried to throw all the power into the motor, and then yeah. 6 kilo wash means we use more water. I'm surprised that didn't sudslock at all. this water goes into the sewers, purple, because I was even rinsing the sheet out of it as well. That's amazing, man. I didn't even sudslock. On the wall final spin I would have done. Extra fills for this one. So this is the extra bit that we do. That'll absorb most of all that though. There's storm warnings for London. There is 42-mile-an-hour winds, and then there's a part where we tumble. Whoa. Still need to top up though. It's a timed fill though, is what I think it is. Yeah, that won't soak all the way through. The only thing that is a bit disappointing is the rinse stuff, because I think the Nextras use a little bit more, I think they do. Well, at least we tumble while filling, I guess. If I wasn't doing a video on this, I would fill that up with more water myself, but obviously I want to make it, obviously got to make it fair that the machines show them how they deal with Tide themselves. We're getting a bit heavier now. There we are. That's it. So it barely comes to just the bottom of the tub. At least that thing's clean though. Right, we're draining for the second intermediate spin. It's not well, but we're just not sudslocking, because I've threw in way more towels than I would have normally. That is not going to spin that, I'm going to tell you that. That is not going to do. Will she? Oh, nah, she will not. Louise will not spin that. Come on, Louise, you know you want to press your hands. Knew it. It's that black one, the bath sheet that's balled up. Then again yesterday, with a blanket, I put a throw in here, a shirt and a pyjama top. She took this spin on a cotton cycle, which I don't know how the machine didn't start jumping, but we were that close to it happening. So it was after about 3 attempts she did that. Yeah, let's have a look. Can't make up his mind. Oh no. That won't spin that, I don't think. Will it? Will she? Yeah. That's very unbalanced, that is. It's taking it though. Rinsing out all that Donna as well. Wow. Might start shaking a bit though. The lid drawer handle that shakes. She lost a spring on the day I moved her up it. So long to slow down. That's what I like. There's so much momentum there. Okay, we're filling for second rinse now. 25 minutes on the clock. We've done the extra 6 kilo part where we fill a bit more. See the older Hoover 6s, what Chris has got, Hot Point WM52, his washer dryer does a spin fill all the way down from like 600. So if I get a timer control one at some point, maybe we can see that does that. I mean, the towels are fully absorbed, but still, it's just like, you just feel like it's just not rinsing properly. Then I'll stop there. I'll stop filling now. just the bottom of the drum rim, I think they do. Oh, somehow it does rinse properly. I don't know how, but we do. I'm glad we could fit this in Vido. I'll just leave the Hoover 6 in here. I think, yeah. Right, third and final intermediate spin. There we go. Most of the purple's come out now. Those towels are going to smell amazing. Oh, probably not. Do you think she's going to spin? No, I don't think so. The thing is though, it doesn't sound unbalanced, really. Nah. I look like a Maloney there. Better balanced. I want to know what the final spin's going to be. Oh. It's going to ramp up with a lot of power. Uh-oh. Quite unbalanced. That's the one side of the film where she's constantly spinning unbalanced. I want to see what the final spin's doing. So it wants to do in the cycle. Shaking a lot of punches. Yeah, it's just the shape thing. It's just that, see. I can't wait for that final spin, man. That's going to be insane. I love fully loaded final spins. She's like always getting a boil watch too. Okay, we're filling for the final rinse now, taking in the Snuggle. That smells lovely. That towel looks alright now, really. Guys, the best part, the final spin at 1600, the fastest in my collection. Oh, now the final spin you're going to be more sensitive on. That'll probably not take that. Come on, Louise. Yeah, a lot more sensitive. That's good, we can fling them out. I mean, it'd be good if we saw the back of the drum. Yeah, so it will slow down a bit and then that starts tumbling at the back. I won't see the back, but we'll see the What? Oh, I better not give too much trouble, otherwise we'll have to restart on another spin. That's not going to spin that. Oh, she's going to be a bloody pain. I feel like she's going to restrict after this one. This is the third attempt. No, this is the fourth attempt now, I think, so I think that probably might restrict. She does, I'll cut off the final spin in the... That's a no-go. I'm going to cancel the final spin and put her on a final spin. She won't spin after this. That's going to bang casing it. Yeah, that's a no-go spin. Synthetics would have taken that though. Well, we've got a balance spin. It looks like we might be able to. I've got on a fast spin. For God's sake, Louise. I wasn't even unbalanced. Balanced, or is she going to wimp out? Yes! Oh, that unbalanced though. Oh. Oh, thumping. Crazy final spin. I don't think she's done an unbalanced final spin on properly. So there you go. RPM. The thing is, she's not even on level, it's just the fact that the floor is so bouncy. Then we'll do a boost to 1200. side panels tremble now when she hits 1200. I'm glad there's a bit of white there so you can see that actually spinning. Bloody hell! That's gonna rattle. That's how much the sides are trembling. Well, actually, not gonna be whisper. See, the water flung around the door. This is the worst final spin she's ever done. Look at that. Bloody hell. I've never ever witnessed this machine so intense before. Wow. I stood by the door of the bathroom and I could literally feel the floor vibrating. I'm so glad I don't live above anyone. I'll be getting addicted to that. Let's get some of this water out of the hose. Thank you, Louise. You put on a show for your fans. In the Jordan. Well, let's see what happened, shall we? We probably know that she vibrated every bit of like dirt out of her there was, so that's one good thing. Right, how do we smell? They're nice and warm because this does put warm water in the rinse. Oh, that is amazing. Wow, that was so intense, it's probably vibrated some of... Oh, hang on, something's disintegrated in it. I don't know what. Yeah, they've okay. All the stuff has come off the towels that were dyed. It's all come out. Right. So guys, that was Louise, the Hoover 6, AAA Whisper 1600, AAA Whisper 1600, AAA160 Interact Washing with Tide and Snuggle American detergent. We'll follow up with the Interset and the Hotpoint 9530. I'm going to be going down to London to sit, or up to London if you're talking railway terms, to see Mum and the machines there. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow, and thank you for interacting.